Hey guys, Moms Against Medical Bullying. I just wanted to share a couple pages from the book The Silent Spring with you guys. It's about bacteria in the soil, and I just find it fascinating. And maybe it's possible that we could think about um, these microorganisms working with us in a similar way. I don't know. So, anyways, here we go. I'm reading on page 54. Perhaps the most essential organisms in the soil are the smallest, the invisible hosts of bacteria and of thread-like fungi. Statistics of their abundance take us at once into astronomical figures. Where was it here? Okay. A teaspoonful of topsoil may contain billions of bacteria. In spite of their minute size, the total weight of this host of bacteria in the top foot of a single acre of fertile soil may be as much as 1,000 pounds. Ray fungi growing in long thread-like filaments are somewhat less numerous than the bacteria. Yet because they are larger, their total weight in a given amount of soil may be the same. With small green cells called algae, these make up the microscopic plant life of the soil. Bacteria, fungi, and algae, however you pronounce it, are the principal agents of decay, reducing plant and animal residues to their component minerals. The vast cyclic movements of chemical elements such as carbon and nitrogen through soil and air and living tissue could not proceed without these microplants. Without the nitrogen-fixing bacteria, for example, plants would starve for want of nitrogen, though surrounded by a sea of nitrogen-containing air. Other organisms form carbon dioxide, which is a carbonic acid, aids in dissolving rock. Which as carbonic acid aids in dissolving rock. Still, other soil microbes perform various oxidations and reductions by which minerals such as iron, manganese, and sulfur are transformed and made available to plants. Isn't that fascinating? Reading this made me think about the whole global warming thing, and if what they say is true, that there's excessive carbon in the air. Well, what's going on? Like, there's a wrong balance? Something is off balance. Then, wouldn't you say? Maybe they're killing the bacteria with the pesticides and all that. Sorry, I hear something behind me, but I think it's squirrels and stuff. Those things are. It's amazing how loud squirrels can be in the woods. I was in my backyard and I was looking at the squirrel running up a tree, and this blue jay was chasing it, it seemingly like it was trying to knock it off the tree. It was crazy. All right, so it says also present in prodigious numbers are microscopic mites and primitive wingless insects called springtails. Despite their small size, they play an important part in breaking down the residues of plants, aiding in the slow conversion of the litter of the forest floor to soil. The specialization of some of these minute creatures for their task is almost incredible. Several species of mites, for example, can begin life only with the fallen needles of a spruce tree. Sheltered here, they digest out the inner tissues of the needle. When the mites have completed their development, only the outer layer of cells remains. The truly staggering task of dealing with the tremendous amount of plant material in the annual leaf fall belongs to some of the small insects of the soil and the forest floor. They macerate and digest the leaves and aid in mixing the decomposed matter with the surface soil. Besides all this horde of minute but ceasingly toiling creatures, there are of course many larger forms for soil life. For soil life runs the gamut from bacteria to mammals. Some are permanent residents of the dark subsurface layers, and some hibernate or spend definite parts of their life cycles in underground chambers. Some freely come and go between their burrows and the upper world. In general, the effect of all this habitation of the soil is to aerate it and improve both its drainage and the penetration of water throughout the layers of plant growth.